And we are live with E.F.W Destruction tonight, live from our spiritual home right here in the compound. And tonight the women's title will be on the line in a triple threat to end all triple threats. I'm your host Max Radix, alongside my broadcast partner, the former NEW World Heavyweight Champion Erwin. And Erwin, what a night Destruction promises to be.
Well, yeah, of course, the last show of the week before Riot this Sunday. This one is always explosive.
Yeah, there's going to be titles on the line tonight. There'll also be a six-man battle royal. The ladies had their go last night. Well, it's a men's turn tonight. That will either determine a new number one contender for the E.F.W World Heavyweight Champion, or the champion will get to choose his own contender. The exact same stipulation that the women's champion had last night, Erwin.
Well, yeah, that could definitely prove interesting. I mean, we saw how explosive and exciting it was amongst the women. It's no doubt going to be the same amongst the men.
Absolutely. Well, tonight we will kick off with a one-on-one match between Gene Taylor and the controversial figure of Wade Nelson. Never quite 100%, of course, as a former E.F.W heavyweight champion, Erwin.
It's a big surprise that he's not in that picture for another shot at that title, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, a bit controversial to say the least. Wade Nelson is not in that battle royal to determine the number one contender, and instead is opening the show against the man still trying to find his feet here in E.F.W, the enigmatic Gene Taylor, the Liverpool hating Gene Taylor. From Norwich, England, 5'9", 275 pounds. Ever since he's come back from his suspension there, and he's been a lot more focused, but still really trying to make a name for himself here in E.F.W.
Well, yeah, still has a long way to go to prove his worth here, and it's not going to help him with these fans wearing that mockery of a Liverpool shirt.
We'd like to reassure our viewers here that Liverpool does not suck. Quite a nice, vibrant city. Once you get used to the smell, Gene Taylor is here tonight, facing the former E.F.W champion Wade Nelson.
Yeah, I don't understand. If Gene Taylor doesn't like Liverpool, why is he wrestling here?
Well, E.F.W goes to other places. So does NEW. Maybe he wrestles here to get out of Liverpool, who knows? Well, they're coming up against Wade Nelson tonight, 6 foot, 240 pounds, always injured, never defeated. Fargo, North Dakota, former E.F.W champion. Wade Nelson, one of the toughest guys in the business today, Owen, in my opinion, of course, with that enziguri kick heard round the world, the move that made this man famous. Got a continuous limp as Wade Nelson.
Yeah, the always beaten, never broken Wade Nelson continues his E.F.W career, surprisingly, as the first match of the night. I mean, his career here has already been storied. He took a hell of a beating from the Reaper, was the first to defeat him, as you said. Got that title, had it stolen from him by Snake.
Oh! Helicopter hurricane rounded by Nelson. Oh, that's not fair, Erwin. Snake beat Nelson fair and square for that title. Kick to the spine.
Well, in a controversial match that he never earned in the first place.
Well, the third controversial match he never earned in the first place. If you want to get technical, he still beat Nelson.
Now Wade Nelson finds himself back at the bottom of the ladder, it seems.
Hurricane rounder. Well, you know, what does that say about Gene Taylor? I'm sure Gene Taylor would love to be in that conversation for the World Heavyweight Championship, and could you imagine what a victory over Wade Nelson for Taylor tonight could do for that young man's career? On the outside now, on that wafer thin mat, on the hard pine, spine to the pine. My God, what a powerbomb! Sit out powerbomb there by Nelson. Turner continues a liberal count of 10 up to 4.
Well, it would be a big thing to put on the career of Gene Taylor, but I think Wade Nelson has no intention of that happening here tonight. However, Gene Taylor now reverse DDT, sorry. like a bulldog DDT.
Oh my words! Explorer suplex on that wafer fin mat by Taylor to Nelson. Tremendous show of strength there by the rookie. 35-pound difference between the two men. Of course, Taylor does have that superior weight advantage and is using that to his advantage here in this brawl that has taken place between Nelson and Taylor. But Nelson fighting back with that backdrop there.
Well, yeah, Gene Taylor's missing one thing in this match. He isn't Wade Nelson. Nelson has had plenty of experience with some of the toughest E.F.W. has to offer.
Yeah, Nelson really has been a frequent flyer to hell in E.F.W. so far in his short and incredibly varied career. Top rope by Nelson, crosses himself, says a small prayer, won't stop him though. Oh, big elbow. Relatively tame by Nelson standards, but takes down Taylor.
A bit more extravagant. Decides to play it safe, connects, and continuing to work on the arm. Taylor.
I didn't know Nelson knew how to play it safe.
Yeah, it's not particularly in his repertoire. Perhaps conserving himself for the future.
Oh, guillotine there by Nelson. Going for a pin.
Only a 1. Gene Taylor has some fight left in him, it seems.
Yeah, the tough rookie from Norwich has been uber focused since he come back from his 30-day suspension for his weak start to his E.F.W. career. Adrian Golden shown no mercy and shown Gene Taylor the door when he came back after 30 days in 30 days without receiving a paycheck, 30 days without any sort of TV exposure whatsoever. He's come back more focused, and what a run he's been on since he has come back, and he's getting the better here of a former E.F.W. world champion, and that should be acknowledged here. The rookie's on fire. What a backbreaker.
Hell of a way to motivate someone, remove them from their job for 30 days.
Taking on all comers. Gene Taylor with focus in his eyes and fire in his heart. Taking on Nelson here with everything he's got.
Could have wasted a little bit too much time there though, getting his breath back.
That inexperience there shining through of Taylor, but finally gets back to work. That guillotine on Nelson will do the job. Garrote in the neck of the former E.F.W. champion. Oh my word, what a cross body. Knees right across the sternum of Nelson.
Yeah, almost just falling onto him with his full body weight. Now doing the same on the other side.
Right to the spine there of Nelson. That's good work by Taylor, working the abdomen area. Oh, damaging the core.
We've seen that before, that sideways neck breaker from Gene Taylor.
That could singly end his night here for Nelson. Taylor is looking uber focused. I keep using that word, Owen, focus. Have you ever seen Taylor look more direct, more determined than he has tonight?
Definitely has a victory in mind.
He knows what this would mean. He knows this would be history, my word, for the brainbuster DDT. It is over. It is over.
The elevation of
bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Gene Taylor with the biggest victory of his career today over Wade Nelson. What a victory for Gene Taylor.
Well, I did not expect that, but a phenomenal victory nonetheless, and a clean one from Gene Taylor here tonight, who, as you say, was just phenomenally focused on the attack of Wade Nelson. Clearly knew he had way more experience in that ring and needed to counter that with unpredictability. Now we have that elevated DDT. Finished the job there.
Yeah, what a DDT that was by Taylor, planning the head of Nelson, the neck just crumpling into the mat. But what a victory. What a statement of intent. He has just beaten a former E.F.W. World Heavyweight Champion, Erwin. That's a massive, massive victory for Gene Taylor.
What a way to kick off destruction. Wade Nelson clearly having other things on his mind, not putting up as much of a fight as you would expect.
Well, sometimes when you're overlooked for an opportunity when you think you've earned it, that can that can demoralise you, and perhaps that's what's happened to Nelson here, not in that battle royal, which many people believe he has earned the right to be a part of, and perhaps that's just had a psychological effect against a man who has always been injured, but has he ever been injured emotionally?
Well, that's a very good question. Well, speaking of emotional, this one's going to be an emotional roller coaster as two women who are tough as nails face off in a submission match.
Two words come to mind, ladies and gentlemen: wrestling clinic. Cynthia Violet, Elizabeth Dondelinger, one-on-one submission match.
And we've seen how close Violet has come to success in a submission match before when the title was on the line. But Dondelinger, just as Farrier was, quite the expert in submission skills.
Bear in mind as well, Erwin, Elizabeth Dondelinger has only ever lost once in single competition, and it was a submissions matchup against the Red Dragon, Cynthia Violet. How's that for full circle?
Well, this will be a question of how much Elizabeth Dondelinger has learned during her time here compared to how determined Cynthia Violet still is.
I remember it well, Erwin. Dondelinger came in with such pomp, such circumstances, such calibre, and in her second match, after a tremendous debut, was taken to school by this lady, the Red Dragon, 5'5", 135 pounds, from Seattle, Washington, Cynthia Violet.
A woman
future world champion, mark my words, Erwin.
Still not won the respect of the crowd. It's hard to argue her work rate. But yeah, Dondelinger playing close to home.
She's like a
definitely
female.
Has won the hearts of the Liverpool crowd here in the compound.
Oh well, absolutely. But you know, Violet, she's like a female version of the Dynamite Kid. She's got all the tools, Erwin. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time until she's got gold round that Billy waist of hers. She's gonna have to get past a pretty tough challenger tonight. It's tipping time. It's Elizabeth Dondelinger, 5'10", 150 pounds, of pure technical ability and attitude, leads England, trained by one of the best ever to lace up a pair of boots, in my opinion, William Regal, alongside E.F.W's own Jeff Collins. My word, Dondelinger, what a prospect this lady is.
An absolute phenomenal athlete. I can't wait to see the future she will have in this industry from what we've seen so far.
Great amateur wrestling background as well, Erwin. 26-0 at Leeds Uni amateur wrestling team, undefeated as an amateur wrestler. Cynthia Violet, of course, that mixed martial arts background.
And sheer craziness. Can never forget that element of Cynthia Violet.
Into the ropes, there she goes, Violet now. Oof.
Turnbuckle to turnbuckle goes Dondelinger.
Early on in this matchup, taking control with that scoop slam on Dondelinger. There's only one way you can win this one, ladies and gentlemen. No pins, no disqualifications. It's simply fight until one can't fight no longer and has to submit.
Violet was hyping herself up, but Dondelinger getting the better of her there.
Dondelinger there showing much more ring awareness than the veteran.
Arm drag.
Just soaking up the punishment and getting right back to work. Violet now focusing more on Dondelinger than the crowd, as it should be, with that old torture rack-like manoeuvre too close to the ropes. Turner's going to call that, you would think, and he does.
Yeah. I think just utilising that 5 count as she applied that backbreaker torture rack there.
Of course, a classic 5 count if you are too close to the rope, but the move must be released.
And of course, submissions must happen in the ring for them to matter.
Oh my word, what a senton there by Cynthia Violet. Kick to the spine by Dondelinger. Went for high risk and it paid off big style there. Dondelinger's in trouble. The Red Dragon has awoken.
I was just about to say, well, Dondelinger teased it there without a 10 count in effect.
Off. What an elbow.
It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, fighting
back.
Oh, there we go.
Right over the top rope, Erwin.
Well, with a count out not in effect here tonight. This means this could get ugly. Out on the outside, this was exactly what I was expecting.
Oh,
with Cynthia
sweet
Violet involved.
Jesus, what a forehand by Cynthia Violet, just taking out Dondelinger with one shot there. Straight to the head, back rake.
Very traditional, but it gets the job done.
Hey, it's as old as Father Time, but it still hurts.
Oh, going for a
crossface, I would say
there. Yeah, double arms trapped.
Oh, my word.
Rolling over.
Oh, bridge, beautiful bridge there by Dondelinger. What a counter, using the legs there for that extra elevation to get out of it. Out of the submission manoeuvre, goes right back to that mat, right back into the headlock. I was expecting this from both these ladies. They're going to see a clinical mat game, I can guarantee you it, from both Dondelinger and Violet tonight.
Violet managed to break free, got a brief headlock of her own there.
Oh, into the ropes they go again.
Back and forth.
Cynthia Violet back on the attack, on the middle rope. Oh my word, what a backdrop right off that middle rope. Can you imagine the spine of Dondelinger must be on fire. What a shot.
Not wasting any time here. Michinoku driver.
An all kind of different Dragon Sleeper. Armbar. We've seen this before from Violet. This has won her matches. This has won her title opportunities.
I don't think she has it locked in tight enough.
Oh, wait a minute. No, bridge counter. Oh, what a counter by Dondelinger. Finally gets the arm released. Took a few shots to the head of Violet for her to let go. Now those swift jabs by Dondelinger, who finally blocks the right arm and fires back herself. Oh, another shot by Violet into the ropes. Oh, there we go, scissor kick.
My God.
Can you dig that sucker? Shades of the 5-time WCW champion Booker T goes back to the crossface. Could be all turners down.
And again, if that was any other match, that scissor kick might have just finished the job.
Oh, what another great counter there by Dondelinger again.
Managing to arch out of that. Oh, wait.
Oh, what a counter. Counters the suplex. Dondelinger kept her too long in the air. Will Violet make the same mistake? No, she doesn't. Snap suplex. Fisherman snap, excuse me.
Dondelinger to the outside again. Trying to get her breath, but Violet is right there.
Oh, dear God.
Head toss. Dondelinger's feet, the only thing saving her from colliding with that apron there, I think.
Violet's there. Stalking her prey, another back rake to Dondelinger on that spine that must already be on fire after those hard shots to the back that Dondelinger has taken. What a Russian leg sweep there. Beautiful manoeuvre, drop toe hold. Like sweep.
Storming back into this matchup here.
Oh,
Dondelinger has taken a lot of damage from Cynthia Violet. Needs to even that up.
Oh, shades of the funker there. And that big elbow off the middle rope. Still not a submission, still not enough for Dondelinger. May need to inflict a little bit more pain on the Red Dragon here before she can truly lock in that submission. I would say a crossface or an armbar is more likely from both ladies. What a counter there by Violet with that big elbow to the head. Oh, snap me a takedown by Violet.
Going again for that crossface. Both arms trapped, pulling back on the head and neck. Decides to release this time. Oh. Violet's mean streak starting to show.
Oh yeah, Violet is as mean as they come, Erwin. You can bet your bottom dollar is it's a dirty trick to be found. She'll find it. What a snap suplex there. To Dondelinger, who's now in trouble against a veteran. That ring presence, all that ring time, finally taking effect again. What a sweep by Violet. Taking out Dondelinger. Going right back for that crossface, Irwin.
Oh, yeah,
Got it locked in
clearly.
this time.
Clearly has found a favoured submission here.
Well, I said it early on, it'd be a crossface or an armbar, would be favoured by both ladies, and here it is, it's being bridged again, scouted again by Dondelinger.
But how much has Dondelinger got left?
O'Connor's inverted DDT, using all her body to slam Dondelinger right back into the mat. Violet smelling blood here. Oh!
Going for it again.
Scissor kick! That is it.
It's a submission that's required to end this match. Going back to the crossface.
How much damage has been done to the head of Dondelinger after those two scissor kicks right to the back of the neck. The spine of Dondelinger has took incredible amounts of pain in this matchup. Again with the crossface, the third or fourth crossface of this matchup.
Determined.
Dondelinger refusing
to get Dondelinger to quit.
Can't seem to bridge out of it this time, Irwin. Having to release the manoeuvre. Of course, Violet can't be 100% either. Applying pressure on that hold must be painful.
Well, yeah, it takes a lot of energy as well. Oh, looking for something big. Oh, Dondelinger with a back elbow though.
Oh,
flies through the air.
Tremendous lariat. From nowhere, Dondelinger's alive. Oh, she's gone for that patented GBH neck wrench, Irwin. That vicious submission manoeuvre.
Oh, chop block from Violet. Managing to break free. Dondelinger once again in trouble.
As quickly as the comeback mounted, it has ended, and Violet right back in control with that crossface again, that submission manoeuvre. The leg is too far away from the ropes, it's locked in, Turner's down. Can Dondelinger hold on or can she bridge? She refuses to tap. Turner says no. Violet releases the hold.
Speaking some nasty words there.
Telling her it's not a night.
Shot after shot.
Telling her it's time to give in. Dondelinger will not listen. Refuses to quit.
Oh, neck breaker.
You have to wonder, Irwin, how wise that is by Dondelinger. There'll be other fights.
Well,
there'll be other matches. Surely sometimes it's better just to lie down and fight another day.
Dondelinger is practically lifeless here.
Raked to the eyes there by Violet.
Oh, wait
a minute.
Grab
not
the
that
head.
lifeless. Oh, scoop slam. Hammerlock scoop slam. Back to that GBH net lock. Going right back to that technical base. Going back home again. Scouted well by Violet with that chop block. It's not what Dondelinger needs right now.
Dondelinger seems to have got a second wind here.
Oh, there we go. Taking care of business. Elizabeth Dondelinger. Slam to slam. Oh, handbreaker. To try to set up here.
The crowd coming alive.
Oh, hit toss.
But Violet again. Just a little bit faster here tonight. And another Michinoku driver.
That must be the third or fourth Michinoku driver we have seen in this matchup, Irwin.
Going back to the arm.
Armbar, this is it. This is Violet's straight back submission. This is what made her famous. Can Dondelinger hold on?
She's trying desperately.
Yes.
Violet letting go again.
I think she had to let go of him. I don't think she had the energy to hold on. Dondelinger now working on the arms of Violet. That's a great tactic there. If she injures the arms and Violet can't apply pressure in the crossface or the armbar.
She was working on them earlier on tonight. Perhaps that's why Cynthia Violet's having such trouble getting a success here.
Going right back to that neck as well, Irwin. Dondelinger She's absorbed a lot of punishment, but she clearly has a game plan.
Well, yeah, still capable of dishing it back out, it seems.
What a shot. Oh my word. What a neck breaker. Only a second match tonight with destruction.
Again, Violet here. Hyping herself up.
Yeah, Violet and Dondlinger have decided they're going long. Oh, this has become personal. This has become a war. What a Russian leg sweep. Violet signals the end is now. We'll see about that. How much left has Dondlinger got in the tank? Oh, armbreaker. My God, what a hellish armbreaker that was. Oh, surely not. Not again. Not again.
I think so.
Oh. Scissor kick. It's not enough. Violet needs a submission. Stomp to the head. Armbar locked in once again. Armbar's locked in. Turn us down. Dondlinger's in. See how much more has she got left. Screaming in agony. Will she tap? No!
Again, Violet letting go. Dondlinger getting back to her feet as quickly as possible.
Oh, again, lariat.
The pain inflicted to Dondlinger is catching up to her here.
I think the arms of Violet have been injured by the earlier offense by Dondlinger, though, Owen. I think that's the only reason Dondlinger hasn't tapped out as of yet.
I think you're right.
Knee breaker there to Dondlinger by Violet.
However, surely there can't be much left for Dondlinger.
Torture rack surfboard. Beautiful, beautiful manoeuvre there by Violet. Try to get some life back into her arms there, you see, Owen. Beating her own arms, trying to get that circulation flowing again. The damage has been done to Violet. Michinoku driver!
Once again.
That is fun to call.
Michinoku driver to Dondlinger. And the last from Leeds.
Serious trouble.
Yeah, wobbly feet. Neck breaker.
My word. Double underhook neck breaker. Violet again signals the end is nigh.
How Dondlinger is
Look at Dondlinger.
Pulling herself up here is beyond me.
What incredible determination by Elizabeth Dondlinger. I don't think Violet can quite believe what she's seeing. I don't think these fans can believe what they are seeing. As Violet's just shaking her head in disbelief.
My word.
Elizabeth Dondlinger is coming back for more.
Yeah, as Violet realised she'd sprung into life, it was perhaps too late. Shot to the face. Oh no! After all this, reverse figure four.
Reverse figure four out of nowhere. Cynthia Violet looked like she'd seen a ghost. And this submission from nowhere by Elizabeth Dondlinger. Is it enough?
No.
No, Tanner says no. I have never seen anyone break that maneuver by Dondlinger, but right back to it. Boston Crab. Boston Crab. No time wasted at all by Dondlinger.
Violet reaching for the ropes, but pouring out of it.
What a bridge. What strength by Violet. What a match. What an elbow.
Dondlinger
Luther's press.
Oh.
Now it's back and forth, Owen.
I don't believe that Dondlinger has this fight left in her, but she does.
Go on, Dondlinger. They said it couldn't be done. Armbreaker. They said Violet was just too good, but look at it now. Look who's standing. After all the punishment inflicted, after all the pain she must be in, Elizabeth Dondlinger is taking control.
Set to destroy here. Violet's stamina must be drained after all the attempts to put Elizabeth Dondlinger away.
From the middle rope.
Yes! rolling Samoan drop.
Perfectly executed by Elizabeth Dondelinger, who goes right back to that almost like modified camel clutch there. You see that knee right into the spine, the arms locked around the chin of Violet, that spine and neck just being wrenched back there. Incredibly painful submission manoeuvre. Oh, wait a minute.
The Dragon has awoken once again though.
Inverted DDT. Oh, surely, come on, not again. How many scissor kicks has Cynthia Violet got in there?
However many it takes.
Oh God, what a manoeuvre.
Dondelinger
planting that heel into the back of the skull, going right back for that armbar, Erwin. That's enough damage been done.
After a furious return from Elizabeth Dondelinger, the Dragon comes out on top again. However, cannot get her to tap.
This match will continue until we have a winner.
Oh, what a shot.
Is this effectively when you have to wonder for the #1 contendership after the title will be decided here later on tonight?
I think if it wasn't, it should be now. What a match, and again we're only our second match in.
Well, sometimes E.F.W. can do this to you. We get these guys, we have to fill these match spots, but no one wants to go on first. Everyone wants to be the main event, and sometimes you get shown why these ladies should be the main event. My God, what a matchup between
DDT!
Dondelinger and Violet, what a DDT.
Another lease of life for Dondelinger here.
I think she's earned a little bit of admiration here tonight, Erwin.
Getting the crowd behind her
if they
for a
already.
Second attempt. Reverse figure 4 locked in.
Alright, she might have
Violet has nowhere to go.
But she's not gonna do it again.
Dondelinger finishes it.
The Dondelinger figure 4. One of the most lethal submissions in E.F.W. today was finally successful against the Red Dragon. What a battle between Dondelinger and Violet here tonight, Erwin.
What a battle indeed. These two warriors gave everything they could, and just when it looked like Violet was essentially trying to end the career of Dondelinger for not tapping, Dondelinger fights back.
Yeah, Dondelinger against all the odds there with an impressive victory over the woman who really is now becoming the nearly woman of the E.F.W, Cynthia Violet. What more does that woman need to do, Erwin? She was dominant in long periods of this matchup, but Elizabeth Dondelinger just dug deep and had that little bit more left. Of course, when it came down to submission, she's always got that heralded figure 4 leg lock. My word, what a matchup and what an effort from both those ladies there, proving once again, Erwin, why E.F.W. has the hottest women's division in professional wrestling today.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a tough one to get past, but alas, we must.
Well, yes, coming next is a battle royal. If that wasn't enough, follow that one, gentlemen. Battle royal with some interesting stipulations. It's going to be Crazy Hammer, who was soundly beaten by his nemesis in a cage match last night in E.F.W. Will he have his moment of redemption tonight, or will it be the former E.F.W. champion Dallas Rage, or the Dog, or Scott Burns, or Crow, or will it be the champion himself, Snake? If any one of the other men win this match, they become Snake's #1 contender. If Snake can do the almost impossible, because he'll be a marked man in this one, you can almost guarantee that, Erwin. If Snake can win this matchup, he gets to choose his #1 contender, and it doesn't necessarily have to be one of those 5 men. It can be any man on the E.F.W. roster.
Well, as you said, Snake will be a marked man. may have friends in E.W, but he doesn't have them here, that's for sure.
Well, I'm still here.
Well, except you.
I'm cheering him on.
Dallas Rage definitely has a score to settle with Snake in this match. I can imagine he'll be the first one to go for him.
Oh yeah, well, Dallas Rage and Snake have definitely got a bit of history now that Snake did essentially win the title.
We then of course have this man.
Well yeah, this guy and Snake go way back. The man who got over in every country he's ever wrestled in did it again. 5'7", 249 pounds from Tokyo, Japan. The New Japan Hall of Famer, a long-time enemy of Snake, was soundly beaten by the 7-time world champion in a steel cage last night, Erwin. How much is that going to lay on the mind of the veteran Crazy Hammer?
Oh, he's not going to be happy about that one. He'll be looking to make up for it here. And well, he might possibly be able to do just that.
Well, Crazy Hammer with a tremendous reception, as you would expect from this well-respected veteran here in the E.F.W. The fans love a bit of Crazy Hammer time. They'll be hoping for more luck tonight for the veteran. Dallas Rage, always in a rush. 6'4", 290 pounds, San Antonio, Texas. The former E.F.W World Heavyweight Champion. It was a short run, Erwin, but he was proud to hold that belt. Was Dallas Rage, and he'd love to have it again.
I mean, he beat Wade Nelson for it before Snake took it from Rage.
Rage did get 2 victories over the 7-time world champion though. Not many men can say that. Dallas Rage, it was a short title reign, but he was a fighting champion.
Probably the top pick to do it here tonight. I mean, at 6'4" and 290 pounds, with the athleticism Dallas Rage has, it's going to be a hard one to eliminate.
Oh, absolutely. Could be considered one of the firm favourites, but then again, the insanity of this match could make this man the hot favourite. The dog, 6'3", 220 pounds, from the great wrestling county of Memphis, Tennessee. He would have been brought up in battle royals, Erwin. They love a battle royal in Memphis.
That's very true. He will be at home here.
The dog, trained by the legendary Al Snow and the Jeff Collins. Tremendous athlete in his own right, the dog. Well, here's another Collins protege, Erwin.
And a very bright prospect.
Yeah, absolutely. This you'll have to excuse the pun here, but this could be Collins' magnum opus. Scott Burns, 5'10", 290 pounds, from Cleveland, Ohio. He's Mr. Old School, but I can guarantee you nothing could be further from the truth. He's 22 years of age. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Tremendous fullback in his college playing days, Erwin. Quick, strong, athletic.
And what a performance he's shown here during his short time.
Oh, his level seems to be off the chart. Remember, Erwin, him and Gene Taylor arrived on E.F.W on the very same day, and what polar opposites the starts of their career have been. Gene Taylor obviously still needs a little bit of moulding, still needs a little bit of work. Scott Burns might just be the real deal.
Well, yeah, I think he's one of those that you can say was born for the business. What a challenge he has here tonight, but what an opportunity.
Well, born for the business and born from the devil himself, the Crow. The protege of the mysterious Reaper. 6 foot, 370 pounds from parts unknown.
again.
To kill a mockingbird, you might just have to call a crow.
So many question marks on this guy's details. We literally know his height, weight, and
That's
alias.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming his mother didn't call him crow if he indeed had one.
I'm pretty sure he's just the Satan seed of the Reaper. I think he was born in a test tube in a laboratory somewhere. The Reaper raised him in a Peruvian jungle. He learned to fight with a tiger, and then we ended up here in E.F.W. I think that's pretty much it.
This demon has begun to show signs of the skills his master has.
Well, yeah.
And scary performance, but
He's the heaviest man in this matchup as well by a long way, Erwin, at 370 pounds. I mean, in an over-the-top battle royal situation, that's an advantage for Crow.
got 7 tough opponents that may realise that and may choose to wait for Snake and go for him first. You never know. This one is going to be so tough to call when it kicks off.
Well, Crow has cleared the ring with his eerie entrance. The student of the Reaper finding his form in E.F.W, hated by the fans, as was his master, but that can only mean he's doing something right as far as the Reaper's concerned.
My apologies, 5 of them, not 7. So that's the 6 man.
Well, Snake could count as 2 men, and I can guarantee you he will make us wait until he's nice and ready for it.
Certainly has the ego of 2 men.
You're only saying that because you've never been invited to his after parties.
I wouldn't go if I was.
You don't know what you're missing. The one last night was fabulous. Or you were throwing a hissy fit when I left the desk, and my god, that limousine that factory hotel itself was legendary. Snake, 6'1", 250 pounds, and get this little statistic, Erwin. If you racked up the amount of championships Snake currently holds, he would hold more titles ever than any of the other men in this matchup. That's before his 7 world titles, or the fact that he's the leader of Magnum Opus and one of the smartest men ever to lace up a pair of boots in the business. The man, the myth, the legend, the Japanese Hall of Famer, the man who kicked Crazy Hammer's ass last night. Snake is here. From Brooklyn, New York, the current E.F.W World Heavyweight Champion.
And no one quite knows how he swindled the shots, but he has, and as a result, he has both E.F.W titles.
It's fantastic. Oh, he just plays with these kids. There's development territory in the veterans. Well, technically there's 2 veterans in this matchup. Crazy Hammer is a veteran, he just isn't on the same level. Last night proved it. Crazy Hammer's best years are behind him. Oh, what an uppercut by Hammer. I may have spoken slightly too soon.
Well,
now wait a minute, now Hammer, now! Don't do it now!
Continuing.
Someone stop that crazy man!
Oh,
Now!
Snake is over the top rope.
Hold on,
here.
Snake! Hold on!
Does.
Oh, thank God.
For now at least.
You see that vicious unprovoked attack by Crazy Hammer going straight for the champion. Oh my God, no, he's out! No, he's not! Oh, what tremendous athleticism! I thought that was over, what a start! What the hell with Scott Burns? Someone mace Crazy Hammer! Taser him, for the love of God! What a Samoan drop by the champion. Fantastic ring presence. Oh, take that, yes! Yes, pull out slam with authority by the champion. Eyes in the back of his head.
Crow going to work on Dallas Rage, and look at that strength.
Tremendous strength by Crow. To Dallas Rage, picking up 290 pounds, excuse me, like a paper bag, and now you see Snake trying to eliminate Dog on the other side of the ring. The Dog holds on the ring apron. But now at least
Crow just launched Dallas Rage over that top rope.
God, what strength! Tremendous strength, Erwin. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that later. But my word, one elimination. Dallas Rage, first man out. The former E.F.W. champion is gone. The champion now having to fend against Dog's attacks. Fighting back. Where's the Crow?
He's hanging on at the bottom there.
Oh, there
just
he
got
is.
Back up.
I thought for a minute there Scott Burns might have actually not got him out. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Crow and Burns now.
Burns. And
Trying
they
to-
have tagged
Oh.
before. Let's
The
not
double
forget
team
that.
crazy. Kind of double team crazy having out this match and fights back. Snake and the Dog having their own personal little battle. Off! Word, Dog getting the better of the veteran there. Oh, Lufez pressed there by Crow.
Oh, but Burns breaking that off.
Scott Burns not having any of that after the initial damage was done. Oh, what a hard shot there. It's a crazy hammer by Scott Burns. Going right back to the Crow, the only other man left standing. Gets the better of him with that backbreaker there.
Oh yeah, this match seems to have slowed down somewhat. Throws Burns into Snake there.
Yeah, all of these men battling. Snake knows how unlikely a victory is here tonight. What a clothesline. But the veteran has been in this situation so many times before. Surely that could give him and Hammer the edge tonight. Oh my God, the Crow is gone!
Crow
The Crow
went
is
for a
gone!
clothesline on the Dog and was just launched over the top.
What a counter by the Dog! The Crow is out of here!
Just like he did to Rage.
What a move by the Dog. No, I don't
Very
think
quick
anyone was
thinking
expecting
there.
that, Erwin. The Crow is out. We're down to 4. Scott Burns, Snake, Dog and Crazy Hammer remain. Oh, what a chop to the back. The spine by Burns. Meanwhile,
Samoan driver from the Dog onto Crazy Hammer.
oh,
Around the world.
take that.
Forearm.
What a
to
shot.
Snake.
I don't think Snake quite knows what hit him there.
Scott Burns now trying to get rid of the Dog.
I don't blame him. The Dog's been on the roll here. If Crazy Hammer's got any sense, he'll help him. No, don't go for
Thought about
Snake.
it for a second.
Don't go for Snake. Oh, what you see, this is just personal by Crazy Hammer. He just can't help himself every time, every single time. He goes straight for Snake. Can you blame Snake for defending himself? That
just
man's
have
got a personal
backfired.
vendetta against him. Oh, take that! Yes! Ha ha! Bye bye, Hammer.
Well,
Yes,
Hammer
that
tried.
deserves a replay. My God, on a T-bone right over the top rope. Take that. That's what you
However,
get.
the Dog quick and
Oh, no,
sharp on it.
no.
Oh, pulled Snake
God.
back through the middle rope with a backdrop. The champion rocked.
Wow.
Burns on the outside.
I'm not quite sure if I've ever seen that before in the Battle Royal, Erwin.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Phenomenal stuff, but Snake
Oh.
fighting
I
back.
can't believe Snake's still in this. The 7-time world champion will not go down without a fight. Scott Burns the Dog. And Snake, after a phenomenal T-bone suplex, to get rid of the his nemesis and the man who's been, you know, attacking him for no goddamn reason this entire matchup, Erwin, it has to be said. Crazy Hammer got exactly what he deserved there, in my opinion. Oh, wait a minute, Scott Burns now. Scott Burns.
Snake is dangerously close to those ropes.
Oh, yes,
but
that's it. Right to the eyes. Club to the head of Burns. Oh, God.
face buster.
Vicious face buster there by the Dog.
Who now is looking at the champion.
Oh,
Super kick out
my
of the ring.
Sweet Jesus, what a super kick. Someone check on Snake.
And it's down to the Dog or Burns who gets a shot at his title.
Snake is furious. Snake is absolutely furious. Ringside officials are having to hold back the champion. The Dog with a vicious super kick there. We will have a new #1 contender. You're absolutely right, Erwin. Will it be the Dog or will it be the relative newcomer Scott Burns?
Oh, quick spinning back elbow from the dog.
Remember,
Burns
this is for the number one
fighting back.
contendership of the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, Burns is on the rope. Kick to the gut. Oh, dodged the forearm. It's a huge opportunity for one of these two men. Oh, nearly threw him over the top rope there.
It was almost like a modified standing Uramagi. I thought it was a backdrop initially, but Burns seemed to change his mind, now pumping up these fans, but I don't think he should waste any time here against the dog, Owen.
No, definitely not. Both of these two very equal in that ring. Don't want to give your opponent any kind of leverage. Planning on not doing that.
My
super kick of his own, but the
That
dog
was it.
Oh,
Held on.
somehow,
Guillotine Burns.
somewhere, the dog
Misses. Full Nelson.
Oh, wait.
No, it's
Scott
blocked it.
Burns is powering
What
out.
strength! Hip toss. Judo flip right over the shoulder. Coup de grace to the dog.
So close.
Planning DDT.
With Scott Burns there. Needs to end this, or the dog needs to fight a way out of it.
What a match. What an E.F.W.
Burns now exhausted, just resorting to headlocks to try and
They're exhausted.
grab
I'm
a bit of
exhausted.
breath.
The dog and Scott Burns will not die. The Scott Burns and the dog.
Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker by the dog.
Oh, but a shot to the gut from Burns.
The Scott is fighting back. What a drop kick by Burns.
Dog's back up though.
What a
shot.
My God, what a right hand there by the dog. Jesus, what a shot.
Up
These two
against the
men
ropes again.
know what this means. Neither of these men have ever held a title here in E.F.W. Could you imagine if their first one was the world title?
He's only got one hand on that bottom rope
Burns
and
is
it's
so
slipping.
close.
The dog is holding on though, somehow grabs hold of Burns.
You imagine how moist the palms of the dog must be.
I cannot believe it. Two
Like
near eliminations from the dog.
holding onto that rope would be
To
like
the
holding
dog.
onto a slippery eel.
And Burns just unloading there.
Oh! My God, what a shot!
Double knees to the face.
Sweet Jesus, I think that yes it has. Scott Burns is busted wide open.
And I think he is well and truly out of it here.
He's all clarited up, Owen.
The dog, realising this may be his best opportunity.
Oh! Has to get that dead weight over the top rope though, Owen.
Oh, that's a good point.
Scott Burns might be out, but that doesn't help the dog if he can't get him over the top rope. Neck wrenches aside, this means nothing because the only way this match ends is by the dog throwing Scott Burns over that top rope.
The dog propping Burns up against the ropes now.
Once again, Burns using whatever's left of his strength
Over.
on the ring apron. The dog
And it's
there
now
with a
the dog
foot.
trying to push and bleeding
Oh, what a
Scott
punch!
Burns.
And again, two. I think that was right to the knee there. You see the dog there clenching that knee. Two hard shots by Burns out of sheer desperation. Spinning roundhouse kick.
Oh, we got it that time!
Oh God!
Full Nelson face buster from the dog.
The doghouse.
Both of these men back and forth. Oh, Burns.
Oh,
what
take
a
that.
rolling kick.
Sunset flip kick. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
Scott Burns is just so adaptable, Owen. What a backdrop. Almost like an angle slam.
The dog again.
Oh, it's a
Curry cut off.
My God, what a shot. I heard that all the way up here. That has to be all. Oh, misses with that drop kick. Dog again fights back.
These two men exhausted.
Lionsault, oh!
Any normal match that could very well be it, but you see the dog drop to one knee. The stamina drained out of these two men.
The flip of Jericho wasn't enough.
One of these two men have to get the other one over the top rope.
Will it be Burns?
Oh!
Will it be the
Elbow
dog?
from the dog and again.
What an elbow! What a European uppercut! Oh!
Elbow drop.
Right to the heart! And we know he has a heart. What a fight! How long has Burns been busted wide open? And he still is fighting for this opportunity. Still trying to fight back. Oh, what a collar! What a collar! What determination!
Oh, what a cutter!
Diamond collar there by Burns. Bang bang indeed.
Burns thinks he might have it here.
Yes.
Oh no! The dog back up once again.
Oh God! Sweet Jesus, what carnage here tonight at the compound. E.F.W has come alive.
And the dog looking once again to eliminate Scott Burns, who's holding on to the bottom rope for his dear life.
Holding on to that ring apron, refusing to quit, refusing to lie down, fighting back again, those hard shots to the knee, again by Burns to the dog. Off.
And again.
Oh, first buster, there it is, the doghouse. The doghouse. It's over. Get him over the rope. The dog has done the damage, but he has not won the war. Scott Burns must go over the top rope. Oh, what a super kick! Tremendous, venomous super kick by the dog. Snap suplex, almost a brain buster, my God. Sweet Jesus, what carnage here tonight.
Well, yeah, shades of the snowplow there, I think.
You're a snowplow. Get him over the top rope.
Scott Burns still has something left.
Atomic neckbreaker. Burns, listen to those fans.
They can't believe what they're seeing.
They can't quite believe the carnage.
What conviction these two men have.
Who will be the #1 contender for the E.F.W World Heavyweight Championship? It means that much to both these men. How much blood has Burns left?
Burns took
Lost.
a big risk there and it didn't pay off.
How much energy does the dog have left?
Both of these men exhausted here. Oh, Burns, dog,
Shot after shot. Off. Burns again fights back. Oh.
small package driver, I think. Whatever it was phenomenal.
That was more of a fisherman suplex.
Oh yes, I think it was. Oh, the dog still fighting.
Oh. Neckbreaker. Big neckbreaker by the dog.
It's almost easy to forget there were 4 other men in this match. Oh, Burns is on the outside.
Burns
Shot
there,
from the
took
dog, he
one,
holds on
took a
again.
second. Took a
Oh
third,
no,
and
it
it's
couldn't
over.
take any longer.
3 hard left hands was enough. But my dear sweet lord, what a match that was. 6 men battled. 2 men had an absolute slugfest of their own. My God, what a match, Erwin.
What a match indeed! Wow, and the dog now gets a shot at Snake's title, well, one of Snake's titles.
One of his many fingers. One of his many pies, should I say. Whatever it is. The dog.
However that saying goes. Yeah.
However that saying goes, indeed. The dog. Successful tonight in a absolutely epic battle royal there.
I can't believe that was only our third match.
Yeah.
Each match.
My God.
I mean, is someone going to die in the last match? I hope not. This is getting insane. Someone could very well die in this match though. Tag Team Extreme Rules. Equal opportunity destroyers Ray Sullivan and Haku Ross.
Yes.
Looking to take on a strange team of Isaac Thompson and the Bourne.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, EOD and Isaac Thompson and the Bourne. It could be an interesting tag team matchup. EOD, of course, a relatively new tag team, guns for hire, if you will, here in the E.F.W.
Another team seemingly given some preferential treatment here in the E.F.W, if you ask me.
Well, you know, you could say that, but ultimately there was more money in the match between the EOD and Magnum Opus than there is between Kobayashi and the Dog and Magnum Opus. You just know there is. That's just good business. The EOD were given that second opportunity because it was best for business, not because of preferential treatment. I think I was just reading too much into it there, Erwin.
Well, I think what the Dog just showed in that last match proves that it may not have been in the best interest of the fans. However...
Oh, the fans are idiots. What do they know?
We're wrong about that, that's for sure. The fans are probably the people that keep this thing going. They are the people that keep this thing going. Without them, this industry is nothing.
There you are, Haku Ross couldn't have something better himself, trying to shut up Erwin. Ray Sullivan and Haku Ross, 6'5", 250 is Sullivan, 6'5", and 350 is Haku Ross. Ray Sullivan originally from Kingston, Jamaica. Haku Ross originally from Haiti. These two men, absolute slugfest powerhouses. Ray Sullivan, in my opinion, the best thoroughbred athlete in E.F.W today. Haku Ross, arguably the toughest man in E.F.W today. Together, these men are equal opportunity destroyers. These two guys are going to dominate the tag team division, Erwin. I feel it in my bones.
You could be right, especially if they keep getting given the opportunities they have.
Yes, well, eventually opportunities are like nuts. You gather enough, one of them will bloom into a mighty oak tree. Isaac Thompson and Bourne, the first time these two men, as far as I'm aware, have ever tagged together. I can tell you that Isaac Thompson is 6'4" and 259 pounds from Bucharest, Romania, and of course Bourne is 240 pounds from Ghana, West Africa. Our first ever African wrestler here in the E.F.W. I don't believe him or Isaac Thompson have ever teamed together before. And here we go, the former track athlete. They're not an official team yet, Erwin, as they have not come in together.
Well, no, I mean, it's where I was just about to say it's worthy of Man of the Year in their first entrance together there.
I think it's actually stipulated by Goldman that if you are officially classing yourself as a tag team, of course it's different now. The ranking stipulations the way they are now in NEW and E.F.W, but you have to be registered as a tag team if you want to compete for the tag team titles. So one of the stipulations of that is that you have to come into the ring together as a team. Now Isaac Thompson and the Bourne could be thinking of registering as a tag team, but have not obviously officially done that because they are still wrestling independently here tonight.
Tom's testing the waters, perhaps being forced into the shark cage. Who knows? This could be a good match. Bourne has been nothing but impressive since showing up here. Another one.
Oh, absolutely.
E.F.W. just absolutely fire with talent.
E.F.W. did some serious scouting all across the world, which brought us the likes of Haku Ross and this man Bourne from Haiti and West Africa. You can tell how far we've looked for talent. We've got some of the best in the world. And this Tornado Extreme Rules tag is on. Oh my word, what power there. Do you see that, Erwin? 259 pounds bench pressed above his head by Ray Sullivan. Scoop slam, my God, what power by Hard Time Pay. Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan. And Haku Ross now going for the much smaller Bourne. Oh, what a shot. Oh, bye-bye. Two very
from Ray Sullivan.
Hard right hands by Haku. Lay a bit of spit on it there for Bourne.
Bourne's fighting back here, as is Isaac Thompson. Bourne cut short.
Oh. Yeah, Isaac Thompson now wrenching the arms and the neck of Ray Sullivan, taking control of the two-time All-American with that jawbreaker, though he's fighting back, and that running DDT puts an end to the attack by Thompson, who rolls out the ring. Oh, gutbuster there to Bourne by Haku Ross, and then swift kick to the head of that hard cowboy boot, Erwin. They ain't wrestling boots.
No, Bourne in a very dangerous predicament here, stuck in the ring with E.O.D.
Remember Haku, of course, in that first blood match against Isaac Thompson, busted Isaac Thompson open with a heel of that cowboy boot.
Thompson with a save there.
I'm amazed he's allowed to wear them in the ring.
Certainly questionable footwear.
Bourne there swerves the kick. Oh, inverted DDT.
The serve of Thompson, however, misses.
Yeah, Sullivan either dodged or Bourne missed the huge frame. With Ray Sullivan now working on his tag team partner, at least for tonight, with that patented GBH neck wrench.
Bourne finally intervening here. Oh, backdrop.
Huge backdrop by Bourne.
Oh, but Haku Ross is back in. Oh, hang on a second. Great athleticism from Bourne. Saw Thompson coming. Sorry, yeah, Sullivan coming now.
Oh, what a kick! What a guillotine! What a takedown to Haku.
And once again, the team without a name are looking to be on fire against E.O.D.
E.O.D.
Oh, what a power bomb!
Both these men have made a great statement in singles competition, but the E.O.D. have yet to really gel as a team, Erwin. This would be considered quite the upset if Bourne and Isaac Thompson could defeat Haku Ross and Ray Sullivan here tonight.
Ray Sullivan getting the better of Bourne.
Oh, Samoan drop. But Isaac Thompson getting the better of Haku Ross. Oh, again counters the backdrop by Sullivan and turns it into that crossbody, landing hard on Sullivan. Isaac Thompson is on a hell of a roll here.
Just staring down Ross for a moment there.
Thompson in the corner, Haku. Oh, big shoulders to Thompson. Middle rope tornado DDT. Spinebuster by Haku.
Sullivan slumped into the ring by Bourne. Goes out. Bourne looking to make a save on Thompson once again. Interrupts the shots from Haku. DDT.
Huge flying DDT by Bourne.
Going for the armbar, the bone breaker.
Sullivan's
Thompson
there.
didn't see what was going on.
Yeah, Thompson was already celebrating, but Sugarfoot Ray Sullivan showing that speed that made him famous, made him a two-time All-American, rushing in to save his partner. Isaac Thompson taking out Hard Time Pain though, and Bourne is firing himself up here, Owen.
Of course, it's Extreme Rules. Thompson looking for the first weapon of the match.
Might be one of the first weapons of the evening. It's been that brutal, we haven't needed them.
That was a surprise for E.F.W. Oh, what a shoulder block there.
Oh, what a running knee by Bourne. Tremendous speed. What an upset this could be. Sullivan's in the ring again, but he was thrown in this time by Thompson. Oh, double axe handle low, recovers quick enough to break up their pin. That running knee had Haku Ross beat Owen.
Headbutt to the side there, into the ribs. Thompson looking for the victory now.
2. No, Sullivan kicks out after 2.
Thompson a little slow when he threw Ray Sullivan in there to make sure he didn't break it up. Looking to make
Springboard
up here.
Oh, by
Oh
Bourne.
wait, no.
Sullivan is down. Could be out. He is. Isaac Thompson and Bourne. Isaac T and Bourne. According to our
We're not going to start
stat
calling him
monkeys.
Ice-T, that is not happening.
Wow. Can't believe that.
Incredible victory.
Isaac Thompson and Bourne have beaten the EOD here tonight.
Once
Ray
again,
Sullivan and Haku Ross.
those who are being pumped as a devastating team caught short here by people who have never even teamed before.
Isaac Thompson and Bourne may want to seriously consider if they want to register as a tag team. Look at that, the handshake
They
might
seem
say
to
it all,
be about
Owen.
the victory, that's for sure.
Could this be a new beginning for Bourne and Isaac Thompson? What will the response of the EOD be? Ray Sullivan and Haku Ross soundly beaten tonight. What a victory for Bourne and Isaac Thompson.
And it wasn't easy, but they got there. What a main event we have.
Oh yes. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I said it so many times. This is why it is indeed the hottest women's division in professional wrestling today. Tonight, E.F.W. proudly presents a triple threat for the E.F.W. Women's Heavyweight Championship of the World between Rachel Romey, Sakamoto Dixon and the E.F.W. Women's Champion, Riley Patterson. What a match this could be. The rivalry between Dixon and Patterson, and to throw in the wild card Romey, the former champion, on that path of redemption, as she calls it. That march towards redemption, as she calls it, should I say. What a triple threat this could be.
What a triple threat indeed. I mean, Rachel Romey, as you say, path of redemption. Sakamoto Dixon, also a former champion. Riley Patterson looking to keep hold of her newly won championship despite every effort to dethrone her. This is going to be insane.
All three women have held that belt. Dixon was the last to hold it and is the current champion. Will she retain tonight? Rachel Romey is hoping not. 5'1", 130 pounds from Glasgow, Scotland, been to hell and back, as Rachel Romey, the former E.F.W. Women's Heavyweight Champion, has found herself again and found her form. Could this be the night that the path, the road, whatever you want to call it, ends? Will Rachel Romey find redemption here tonight at Destruction?
What a brutal 6-woman battle royale it was. For Romey to come out on top is absolutely incredible. Now she is a step away from being the two-time E.F.W Women's Champion.
That is still yet to be done here in E.F.W. No one has held that top belt more than once, so in Rome it could make history, as could Dixon here tonight, if they were to beat Patterson for that women's championship. If either of those ladies win tonight, we're going to see the first ever two-time E.F.W Women's Champion live at Destruction. Well, ladies and gentlemen, put the kettle on, go to the toilet, feed the cat. You've got all the time in the world. It's the Queen of Strong Style, the New Japan Hall of Famer. Can't believe we have 3 New Japan Hall of Famers in EFW. It's just amazing.
With an entrance longer than idiotic statements from a US President, Sakamoto Dixon making her slow and steady way to the ring here.
Well, considering Adrian Goldman is exploding in my ear right now, I'm going to move past that rather inflammatory statement and tell you that Sakamoto Dixon is 5'9", 135 pounds, is from Bangkok, Thailand. I didn't say it. The former EFW Women's Heavyweight Champion, Sakamoto Dixon. Yes, it is indeed the longest entrance in professional wrestling today. No, I will not tell him not to say something like that. It's right, for a start. Why do you tell him that? I'm trying to announce here, Sakamoto Dixon. Are you getting shouted at? I hope you're getting shouted at. I'm getting a lot of shit right now.
Yeah, I turned my headset volume down for that reason.
I can't, I'm not allowed. Sakamoto Dixon, I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Sakamoto Dixon, what a champion she was. That hard MMA style, those swift kicks, that Shinsaka finisher. Could Sakamoto Dixon become the first ever two-time EFW Women's Heavyweight Champion of the world?
Well, the rivalry between Dixon and the current champion Patterson runs deep. It has been a staple of EFW, and it is far from over, if you ask me.
We're gonna lose a lot of American sponsors after tonight. Lot of sponsors.
We had them to begin with.
Sakamoto Dixon.
It's the locker room that put those flags up, not me.
135 pounds of pure attitude. Sakamoto Dixon conducting her orchestra. The fans not appreciating Dixon making them wait. Dixon refusing to be rushed.
Feeling incomplete without that belt around her waist. Looking to change that here tonight.
She'd Shinsaka her own mama to be EFW Women's Champion again, Erin.
And it's not elimination. One pinfall, one submission, that is all it takes for this one to be over.
Well, my money's on Dixon. Are you going to be the Patterson fanboy I know you to be and cheer for Riley, or are you going to go for the wild card in Romy? You know my money's on Dixon. My money's always on Dixon.
I think I'll be happy just to see it not be Dixon. I mean, what more of a cherry on top of the cake would it be for Rachel Romey to get that championship back here tonight and perhaps come full circle?
So are you declaring for Romey? Come on, pick a favourite.
Oh no, I don't know. Patterson has fought so long and hard to get
I knew
that
it.
belt around her waist. It'd be a shame to see her lose it.
Riley Patterson, 5'7", 135 pounds from Wrocław, Poland. The current EFW Women's Heavyweight Champion of the world. You've definitely got a thing for Patterson. Oh yes, Patterson's going to win. Patterson's going to retain. Why don't you just get a room with Patterson?
Well, you see what she does here tonight. Perhaps you'll change your mind.
I like Riley. She's a student of Funk U. I just, you know, I think sometimes she bites off a little bit more than she can chew. She's completely insane. That definitely helps her in the match like this. But I don't know. You know what? Smart money's on Dixon.
Well,
So guess who I'm betting on?
It's a tough dynamic to overcome two opponents.
There you are.
Title
Bob Turner,
on the line.
who's been rather competent this evening. He's lulling me into a false sense of security. That's 2 nights in a row. Rachel Romey, Sakamoto Dixon and Riley Patterson in a triple threat. Maybe those extra tutelage from Mike Shatopa has finally paid off. Dixon now starting off quickly against Romey. Patterson taking her time. Oh my word. Dixon now going right at the attack on Romey.
Dixon almost looking to eliminate Romey so she could focus on Patterson. But what a neck breaker there.
Left hand there right to Romey as well. Patterson will want to keep Dixon on the mat for as long as possible and incapacitate Rachel Romey if she can, but Romey finding back there that roundhouse kick to the gut of the champion. He recovers well and running into the ropes. Oh! A flying drop kick.
Catches Dixon as well. Backdrop.
Catwheel backdrop. Beautiful there by Patterson. Champion looking focused here tonight. No, she'll have to be at her best to beat both Romey and Patterson in our main event.
Going for the camel clutch.
And Destruction. Goes for the submission bridged out there by Dixon. Far too early for a submission then, I think, against the Queen of Strong Style, Erwin.
Far too fast end for this one.
Snap suplex.
Oh, vicious kicks.
Forearm smashes. I think there's a European uppercut in there as well.
Hurricane Rana. Romey rolls to the outside. Patterson focusing on Dixon now. The champion remaining strong in the early goings of this matchup.
Modified arm breaker there. Very unique, unorthodox style by Riley Patterson. And again. Shots by Dixon.
Romey interjecting herself.
Helicopter Hurricane Rana. Not only will it incapacitate you, it'll make you dizzy.
Trying to get
and sick to your stomach.
Oh wait. Launches her into the corner. What a forearm.
Forearm smash with authority.
Outside.
It's the face of Dixon by Romey. Going right to a backdrop to Patterson. Rachel Romey now. Oh, misses that kick. Patterson rolls out the way. The champion still got life in her.
Still.
Well, a counter by Romey. Huge elbow chop block. What a chop block.
Is down. Romey to the middle rope.
High risk.
Dixon's back in the ring.
Oh, crossbody.
Oh, and an STO. Takes down Rachel Romey.
Middle rope goes Dixon. Waiting for Romey to get back to her feet. Oh, drop kick. Beautiful missile drop kick there by Sakamoto Dixon. Patterson finally back up to her feet, but not for long. What a DDT by Dixon.
And this match could very well end any.
Well, I think she was going for the modified Boston Crab there, but Patterson way too close to the ropes.
As I was saying, this match could end up anywhere. All three of these women knowing the championship could be in their hands at the end of it. Fighting with everything they've got. What a buckleplex.
Dear Christ, what a buckleplex there by Patterson. Goes for a pin. Romey's finally back in. Double axe handle breaks up the count. Only at, well, 1.9 there. Romey getting in, breaking up the count early.
Oh, Dixon though with a reverse DDT.
Well, that's the way to thank her. Dixon showing absolutely no quarter there to Romey, who may just have saved her skin. Goes right back to the champion.
Dodged for a second, but didn't dodge that one.
That's why she's my favourite heroine. She's ruthless.
Romey could be in trouble here in the ring against Dixon, however,
Fighting
gets
back.
the best of the whip.
Shots to the kidneys, one elbow to the head. Rights, lefts by Dixon. Listen to those boos, Owen. Sakamoto Dixon is starting to feel confident.
Never been in favour of the crowd, but she doesn't care. But sunset flip.
Yeah, what a sunset flip by Roma. Turner was slightly slow on the count.
Oh.
That would have been it if he was in the position he should have been.
Yeah, it could have very well been it.
Turner strikes again.
Oh, wait.
After I was loading him up, my word, what a roundhouse kick by Patterson.
Don't see Sakamoto Dixon and Riley Patterson working together very often.
Oh, not even a two. It's every woman for herself, Owen. Sometimes you have to make a deal with the devil. Oh,
standing moonsault.
Fantastic athleticism by Patterson. Oh, what a schoolboy. Two. Oh, Terry would have been proud of that. What a schoolboy by Riley Patterson.
Rachel Roney back up though. Oh, what a
brainbuster by the looks of it.
Brainbuster, side brainbuster, I think. Only a two.
Oh,
Dixon.
what a kick.
Huge
what a kick by Dixon. Backdrop. And this is why, Owen. This is why they don't call her the Queen of Strong Style for nothing. This could be all now.
Oh, so close.
2.9. 2.9. Sakamoto Dixon can taste blood.
Riley Patterson is getting to her feet, and I don't think Dixon.
Exploder suplex. On Rachel Robbie.
Oh, but what a shot from Patterson.
Oh, what a lariat. Clothesline from hell. Two. No.
Dixon somehow regaining consciousness in enough time to kick out.
How close was that for Patterson? I think she senses blood. This could be it, Erwin. Patterson bomb! It's over!
Oh wait, Romy tried to steal the pin!
I love that! Rachel Romy right there. Patterson forced to break it up. Dixon is down and out. What a sneak maneuver. Beautiful maneuver by Rachel Romy. She's my pick, Erwin.
Completely shook the champion there. And a DDT sends her to the outside. Tries again. Dixon could still be out here. She is!
Over Rachel Robbie! Rachel Robbie has stolen the championship!
And she has become the second time E.F.W. Women's Champion.
Out of nowhere!
My word! I did not expect it to end like that. What a victory for Romy.
The circle is complete!
Who?
The road of redemption!
3 other champions gets the belt back.
Will this time be different for Rachel Romy?
She had 27 days last time, but in her first defence lost it. We've got to hope that she can at least keep that for her defence this time.
The grappler from Glasgow has created history, the 2-time E.F.W. Women's Heavyweight Champion. What an effort by Dixon and Patterson, but Romy reigns supreme in E.F.W. What a compound, what a night!